Spooky. So I've been distracted. I didn't read a message before I came on. I probably should have. But I think he's okay. Right. Yes, we have a little bit of a problem. Don't know. Hi Ed. Yeah, we have a little bit of a problem. I feel like I've got a rash or something just behind this shoulder because I keep being itchy. Ugh. So, the editing has been delayed for multiple reasons. So, the Santa video editing has been delayed for like a whole day because I fell asleep because I'm sick. I've got like a full-on flu-like symptoms now, which is great. But I don't seem to be getting any worse. I'm just, upgraded from a cold to being like a flu-y thing. Yeah, which is kind of good because like I've got like I had like a fever, and that meant that I was like running hot. But now I'm coming down from the fever. You know how basically you get like fever and then your temperature goes out of whack a little bit. Well, that's kind of a good thing because like my heater is off at the moment. And it's quite cold in here, but I feel like I felt cold anyway. Like I felt like no, I felt hot. So I feel that this is fine. This is good because I felt too hot. So this is nice. So that's good. Yeah. So there was that. So basically, I fell asleep. I had a good nap. I had a nice nap in the middle of the day. Just talking about it, maybe yawn. And then I was about to edit something, and I was about to edit the video, and then the software decided to auto update itself. So essentially, I couldn't do anything for like half an hour, and then the power went out. We had a power cut, and if, by the way, if it does this again, then the same problem will happen to the camera because the camera is connected to the computer via the USB hub, which has to be run through the power because the computer is a laptop. It's got its own battery. It's fine if basically the power goes off. However, the external hard drives in which the footage is on for the video are through the hub, and they get their power from the USB hub, which is connected to the main power of the house. So we had a power cut, which meant that I couldn't do any of the editing. And I'm not entirely sure if it's still stable right now. It's been okay for the past couple of hours, but I'm not entirely sure if that means anything at the moment. Because it could just shut off right now. So if I suddenly disappear, I'm sorry. I've got a problem with my underpants. That's another problem. So I was sitting in the wrong position, and my underpants are slightly too tight. So they kind of make my nuts kind of like squish on one side, and when they move to the other side by themselves, if I move my legs just a little bit in the wrong direction, it feels so weird, and it's just wrong. So that was weird. Yeah. Anyway, your nuts just move around. It's just a thing. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I should do the editing right now, but I have the option. That's why this live stream is called LiveTUBBSsomethin, because I don't know if I should do that. I do have a backup plan, and the backup plan is to do some art, in which I basically do some art, because I've got the exterior of the Walrus Club Palace to draw, and yeah, I mean, I could just do that. So I'm kind of like, I'm just trying to decide which one I should do. By the way, all the isometrics for all of the Walrus Club is completed. They're all done. That's great. I kind of want to like cut them out and stick them on like a big piece of paper. I can do all this digitally is the problem. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I should do this digitally. The thing is that I can do this digitally without my drawing pad. My drawing pad is in the house. So I could technically do this digitally. Although that would rely on the external hard drives, which I'm not entirely sure would happen. I don't know. That's the same problem as doing it. Doing anything on the computer is a bit of an issue, because not everything is stored on the computer. Not everything is stored on the computer. Only things like completed videos are stored on the computer, on the computer's hard drive. I don't store pictures or artwork or anything on the computer, because I might want to take it with me. I might want to take the external hard drive with me to basically do it somewhere else, or like display it somewhere else or something. So there's that. Whatever you feel most comfortable with doing. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Why did I do it with my hand? I have a tissue here. Lovely. Yeah. So, well, I don't know whether I'm comfortable most with doing. I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that. That's why I asked. I kind of don't really have an opinion. Otherwise, I would just do that. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So all of the isometrics are done. All of the floor plan is done. I literally just have to. Well, I don't have to, but I want to kind of put it together. I could kind of do that on MS Paint if I'm honest. But like I said, it would require actually using the external hard drive stuff. So just do the art stuff. Okay. Well, it's less time consuming because I could always put the art stuff down, because it's just in the book. Just in the book. Oh, somebody wanted to see what was on the front of the book. It used to be a what's really annoying about this book is just it's plain paper, apart from some weird annoying Ninjago stuff on the top of it. And the front cover, I got this book free when I worked at a sci-fi convention, and they were handing out like stuff in goodie bags and stuff. And basically, as part of the crew, we got whatever was left of the stuff that was supposed to go in the goodie bags, and they had like a bunch of these books. And I'm always looking on the lookout for books that have no nothing on them. Some plain sketchbooks. I'm always on the lookout for those. So I grabbed these. The only thing is that they had like they had a big picture. You can change the picture. Like this thing comes out. This is the front cover. This thing comes out. Like it comes out. And it's supposed to go on the front. Well, you get what it's supposed to do. But I'm an adult, so I took it off. It also said Ninjago like a lot here, so I just got a knife and I cut that out. I basically put all my logos on the front cover. I've got the Tyraxian symbol. I got my furry symbol, my furry art symbol. I got my crappy card company symbol from when I used to do my own like greeting cards. Basically my own get well soon cards, my own Christmas cards, my own birthday cards, all that stuff. Whenever I draw one, whenever I make a card and I give it to somebody, I always write on the back. I always put this little symbol, like it's a proper card company, and it's called the Crappy Card Company. So yeah, and then there was the Handyhand Road, which is my logo for when I did like handyman jobs and gardening jobs around this village I live in. It didn't last long. There's only so many gardens in this village, and once I do a bit of gardening and tidy them up a bit, that was it. They didn't want my help anymore because basically it's like it's done. So I did that for like a year or two, and then like I just got like the maintenance stuff because I did their gardening for them, and then they just needed it once a year. So I wasn't really making any money because I was really priced. I priced myself too low. So yeah. So yeah. So those are my logos. These are all my logos. It's a random bit of symbology. On the back of this, there is another couple of different characters that you can put on the front cover, and also like a weird like hidden language thing, which I don't understand why that's there. I don't get it. It doesn't. They're trying to be Japanese, a Japanese language, which they aren't. That's not Japanese. Anyway, so yeah, that's what this book is. This is the one that I'm currently walking around with, like in public, just sketching in. But yeah, it is cool. It's very cool to see, basically, like to go through. I can't do it. I can't show that. But to go through all of the individual, there's like pages. There's like pages of drawings for every individual floor, And right now, get off. Bookmark. And right now, I'm doing the exterior of the building. At least one of the shots of the exterior of the building. I might do like a proper, like isometric drawing of it, but I wanted to do like a proper, just a drawing of the outside of it. So yeah, that's my isometric helper. It's just it's so that I get like the angle, the 45-degree angle down. So like on this page, if you look at it at like a certain angle and look at it really close, you can kind of see that there's this grid line. There's these grids, and the grid is actually from the paper shining through. It's actually that piece of paper shining through the other side, so that I can actually get a good isometric, feel for the layout and stuff. Anyway, yeah. So that I don't need that anymore because I'm not doing any more isometric. Well, I'm not doing any isometric just yet. You barely can see it. Well, it's just in pencil. But yeah, this is just the outside of the building. It's going to be the outside of the building. And to be fair, I haven't done much. I literally have just done the layout of where everything is. I haven't done any of the any of the detail on it yet. It is just a few rectangles. But I was doing the layout. I was making sure that I can see what I needed to see, so that basically when I do the proper drawing, it's going to be which is what I'm going to be doing now. I've still got to do layout, in fact, because we have to figure out like spacing on floors and things. So yeah. So yeah, I'll do that then. I'll just do this. I should be wearing my glasses, but I keep having to like rub my eyes, and I don't want to keep like taking my glasses off to do that. So no glasses. So if I'm doing this, then yeah. What are you up to? What's going on? So it might just be me and you tonight, Ed. Which is just fine. I hate being sick. This is annoying as fuck. So I'm hoping it will get 1, 2, 3, 4 floors, and then like a top floor that is kind of like the quarters, for the staff. But I want to get 2 floors of of stuff. So I think, yeah, more gaming. Q, game are you playing? Just out of curiosity. Curiosity. Okay. A Pokemon game. Figures. There's nothing wrong with Pokemon games. I'm not like, yeah. Okie dokie. It looks like I just did the calculations. It looks like I can actually get um a good amount of extra floors completing the game. I mean, is it hard? I don't know. It's a Pokemon game. It's like it's both hard and not hard. Oh, that's too high. That needs to be a bit lower. We'll be playing GTA with some of my mates after. I wish I could actually play GTA. I can't anymore. My controller's broken. I need a new controller. Not doing a Nuzlocke, if that's what you're asking. Oh yeah, well that yeah. I mean Nuzlocks are crazy. Nuzlocks be crazy. Oh, is that an actual thing? Sorry, it just looks like I've got curved windows. Do I have curved windows there? Guess not. That's fine. I can't see the windows, so I guess they're not curved. Oh, but in the pub, are the pub windows curved? You know what? I need to look at the Turkish baths. If the Turkish baths windows are curved, then that means that they're curved on the other side. They are not curved, but the middle one is. Ew. That's kind of how I've done it. Aren't they clever? I don't mind if that's if it's just you and me. Well, yeah. I mean that's you might be a bit delayed if you're only hearing that message now. Maybe. I'm not enjoying the thought that I might have to do this again. I'm gonna make this a door. So there's a door into the kitchen. I just sent it. Oh, okay. It's just that I said that it might just be me and you a while ago. So I was like, ew, maybe he's only just hearing it. But it's okay. Right. How many windows are on the at the top? Window into a door. Yeah, there's a window on this side. So I know, crazy. I know it's like so important, I guess. But hopefully you can see this. But yeah, so this is based on Buckingham Palace. This the exterior is based on Buckingham Palace. The outside looks like Buckingham Palace, and on Buckingham Palace it has like three arches, and they are quite large, and they are doorways. They're actually it, you know they're not doorways into the building. They're doorways into the courtyard, and it's got three of them. And basically, on this side, that is a pub, and it doesn't have a door. It doesn't have a door to the outside. You can only get to the pub from the inside or from the other side of the building or this side of the building. And basically, this is not a door, it's a window. That's a door that leads into the lobby, but this one is the kitchen. And I was like, do I put a door on the kitchen to the outside? And I was just thinking, actually, yes, that'll be good because then they can actually get like food deliveries and stuff because it's the kitchen for the restaurant. So that would be handy. But do they have a door on the other side? Because it will ruin the look slightly of the whole thing. I just stop waving my very sharp pencil around. my eye. So yeah, so that's the conundrum I've got currently. I'm just wondering, should I turn that into a door, window, or what? I know they're important, but there's nothing to say that in the kitchen, because I haven't done an isometric or a floor plan for the kitchen. There's nothing to say that the kitchen actually has like a staircase that can go downstairs into the basement, which is where a bunch of other storage is. So I'm just wondering, is it worth it? And is there like a cellar door to the other, on the other side? Maybe, I don't know. I'll turn it into a door. Yeah, why not? Why not? It can be good. It'll be useful. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be a door then. Okay, how many windows are there? How many windows are there? I'm sort of asking. For example, how many windows are there? Let me have a look at the restaurant. Because if I see the restaurant, aha, that has 5 windows. Is that 5 windows? Before you get to the kitchen. Is that right? I really don't want to get the other book down. Because the other book has the floor plans and it has where the windows are. Oh, fuck. The book. The prophecy book. I was going to do a LiveTUBBs weekly, wasn't I? I'm an idiot. Oh well, I guess that's what I'll guess that wait or that'll wait till tomorrow. Jesus, I'm so stupid. Alright. 5 windows it is. Oh no, 4 windows, because one of them is a lift shaft, so I can leave out that window completely. It will look slightly weird. Would it look weird? Right, so I'll let you know what I just did and why I think I'm stupid, which I am a little bit. I'm okay saying I'm a little stupid. So right here is the floor plan. Here's the overall floor plan. Now, this is the side that we're seeing. Is this side? That's what we're seeing. Now, the distance between here and here is equal on the outside to the distance from here to here, and those are 5 windows. That's 5 windows distance. Although it's a bit shorter. It is a tiny bit shorter. Shit. So yeah, I'm just going to put 4, and hopefully it will look okay. Hopefully it will look okay. I'm sure it will look fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's great. Um, Plus, it's easier to do 4 windows as opposed to 5 windows because then it's the distances between the distant windows is a thing. 5 windows distant, I am sure it would look fine. Yeah. I know, but I have to put the 5th window in, don't I? Because that's where the lift will be. Oh no, because if that's where the lift is, or where the elevator is, then it will be on all floors. But would that look weird? We'll just put fake windows in. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, we'll do 5. We'll do 5. So let me just equally measure out exactly how many. You don't have to, or you might cause 5 windows on the other drawing to it would look unique. No, I do need 5 now because it's 5 on the other side as well. So if I put 5 windows in here, then it will look good. It'll just look good. Plus, it's not like I don't have the space. There's plenty of space on here for 5 windows and an elevator shaft fake window. So that's okay. It's no big deal. I mean, worst case scenario, it will look terrible, and then I will just erase it and do it again. It's not a big deal. Ting ting. Okay, so now I have to figure out the distance. I'm still doing the setup. Still on the setup. The distance between the bottom and the top. I think that the highest ceiling on the second floor is in the gallery, and that's not. Yeah, it's fine. That's about standard. Plus, you can't really see that from the outside. See what I mean about the eye touching? Gotta keep doing the eye touching. It's a good thing I didn't do the LiveTUBBs weekly thing. Yeah. So I got a picture of Buckingham Palace on my phone, and it's like, it's super complicated. It's not going to be that complicated. I still want to make it look cute. Super badass and cute. Because it seems to have like a little balcony on the first floor. It seems to have a little balcony around the entire structure. Look at that. Oh, focus. It's a picture on my phone. Come on, focus. You can do it, camera. I know you can do it, camera. You can do it. Focus. Whatever. You can kind of make out there's like a balcony on the entirety of the next floor. It's crazy. It's like a ridge. Would that be super hard to draw? It'll be elaborate and complicated, but would it be super hard? I think it might be super hard to draw. Have I already got space for it? I think I already made space for it. Oh, that's sneaky. It does look super complicated to draw. This is simplified. I mean, this is going to be simplified. We don't have that many windows. There's like 7 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 7 windows. 7 rows of windows between the 3 big pillars. The big towers, basically. And then there's like whereas here there's only 5, and there's more floors, but it's going to be less. It's going to be less complicated. Just the overall design is going to be a little bit less complicated. Purely for the fact that I'm being a bit lazy. I'm only doing this so that we get a good basic representation of what it looks like from the outside, Yeah. But I am going to do like over each window, there's like a little kind of Acropolis, like, pyramid triangle thing. Like over each window on the first floor, there is this, and I kind of like the idea. I'm going to take that. I'm going to put that on there, and also the what's the era of architecture before Georgian? Whatever, the pre-Georgian kind of like ridges in the first floor on the ground floor. There's like ridges in the masonry. It looks lovely. I've already done that for the outside on the pool. So basically, I'm going to do that on the outside of the building, on the ground floor, and it will look really good. Hey, Panda Fox. So yeah, Georgian. Yeah, it's I think it's because it's like, I think it's the Georgian. Georgian architecture is kind of like, I think that's named after the king, King George, one of the kings. You know what I mean? It's the Pride and Prejudice era. Well, no, it's pre-Pride and Prejudice era. It's the, Oh my God, what is the name of that fucking woman that wrote all those books? whatever. But I'm having that. I'm having those lines anyway. Um, and the fancy pants columns and stuff like that. I get what you mean. I'm glad you do. She's got like a novel named after her. Jane Eyre. No. Who wrote Pride and Prejudice? That's driving me crazy now. Did I already say it? It's just stupid. I hate being sick. It's really annoying. It's really starting to get on my tits. I keep having to remind myself. It's like you've got to like at least 2 more days of this. Yeah. At least. Never seen Pride and Prejudice? Don't actually like soap operas. No, it's a book. It's a book. It's boring. It's so boring. It's nice if you like drama. It's okay if you like drama. If you like dramatic bullshit, it's okay. But oh my god, is it hard to get through? Only because basically they kind of you know how basically like Shakespearean language is really hard to get through because everything's so elaborately articulate over everything else, you know, because it's fucking Shakespeare. So of course it is going to be like that. Well, it's kind of like that, but you can understand it. It's just that it takes a long time for you to read. For something to happen, it takes a whole page when it could be just as simple as like, oh, they set up the table for tea, and it's like, oh my god, I don't care. I don't care about anybody's emotions and how they feel while they're setting up tea, and also what they're doing as they're setting up the tea. I just want them to set up the tea so we can get on with the fucking plot. But yeah, it's so much. It's so flowery. Everything's so flowery with its language. It's very hard to get through. But I mean, like once you do, there are certain characters that I do like. You know, like Caroline, or whatever. There's this woman in there that basically she only exists in there to basically be a bitch to everybody. So like her whole point is that she just like she stirs the pot, and nobody calls her out on her shit, and it's so annoying. But it's hilarious because it's like you know that she's just doing it just so that she could basically be a bitch. It's just oh my god, it's so funny. Like she's just pointing out that the main character lady is stupid. She's pointing out that she's stupid. She spends so much time pointing out that she is so dumb. That the main character is so dumb, and it's like it's funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Um, but yeah, if she wasn't in it, it would be pointless. The whole book would be pointless. It's not that funny. That's the thing. It's not that funny. The only thing that's funny about that is that there was a Mitchell and Webb look sketch about it, where basically like I'm gonna have to play it. It is funny. It's hilarious. Um, so why am I talking about it? Because I could never do it justice. So I have to.
And pray, Miss Bennet, what do you call this quaint country dance?
We call it the conga. Miss Bennet. I suppose you haven't heard of it.
Oh, do you hear that, Mr. Darcy? Miss Bennet chides us for our ignorance of local customs.
Certainly did not mean to chide. But I confess myself surprised by Mr. Darcy's behaviour.
Miss Bennet, you astound me. What could there be in the behaviour of poor Mr. Darcy that provokes such hasty slander?
Forgive my impertinence. I merely wish to observe that Mr. Darcy refuses to partake of the conga. Yet gentlemen are scarce, and there are plainly several young ladies left wholly out of the conga.
But what in heavens has this to do with Mr. Darcy?
It's meant to go boy, girl, boy, girl.
Mr. Darcy?
It's meant to go boy, girl, boy, girl. You are right, Miss Bennet. Perhaps I am too hard. It is only in defense of my rank that I feel bound to abstain. A gentleman does not conga.
I would be loath to make a habit of contradicting you, sir, but my father is a gentleman, and he congas with the best of them. Perhaps it is not simply the conga, but all manner of dances you consider beneath your station.
Indeed not, Miss Bennet. But you must allow that the only dance that my position could possibly support is that of freestyle disco.
No, you're not, Miss Bennet. But Mr. Darcy has been freestyle disco champion of all Derbyshire these last dozen years.
I confess I did not know.
In faith, what would appear to be the summation of all that you do not know, Miss Bennet, would make for quite...
Oh, Caroline, will you please shut that up?
Perhaps, Mr. Darcy, you would be good enough to favour us with a brief
It's only good for that one joke, for that one bit in that one joke where he's like, "Oh, Caroline, would you please shut the fuck up?" It's basically, you just wish that somebody would say this to her. You wish that there was somebody there that would do this to her, but they don't. They don't, and that's a really good like example of her character. She basically is just there to piss people off. That's all she does. She just points out that she's that Miss Bennet, whatever her name is, basically is stupid. That's all she does. She points out all the time. She's just a bitch to her all the time. That she's stupid. So only if you've actually read Pride and Prejudice will you get that joke. And that's really funny that they've made a whole sketch, and in the middle of the sketch joke is the thing that's funny. If you've read the book. But yeah, I'll play the rest for you because it's
your freestyle disco prowess.
I see that it has been forced upon me from the start. I assure you it gives me no pleasure.
But yes, very, very funny. Very, very funny. The Mitchell and Webb look. You should look them up. They're really good. They did the perfect Victorian joke as well. It's just gold. It's all of it. It's just gold. It's like my favorite joke of all time. It's my favorite sketch of all time. It's just awesome. But yeah, that one thing. That's the only good thing that you will get out of reading Pride and Prejudice. That's it. That's the only good thing you'll get out of it, is that fucking woman being so annoying all the time. It's, oh my god. The Mitchell and Webb look. That's what the sketch show was called. I don't think they still make them. I think they used to. I think it's like only sort of recently gone offline. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Pride and Prejudice is annoying. I think it is Jane Eyre. I think it is. I think like she made a book like of her name. I don't know. But yeah, she's so annoying. It's so annoying reading those things. It is so annoying. Okay, I think I've got where all the windows are going. I'm not even on the actual doing the windows part yet. I'm just plotting out where they're going. You know what? I should do that. I should do that on that one. Hey, Roscoe. It's okay. I forgot that I was supposed to be doing a LiveTubs weekly thing if I couldn't do any of the editing. I completely forgot because I'm a dummy. So I'm just doing some art and then I'm probably going to go. Not just yet, but, you know, in the nearest future. Mitchell and Webb look. The Mitchell and Webb look. I could post it in Discord if that helps. The Victoria sketch. I posted the Victoria sketch. It's the funniest sketch I've ever fucking seen. I'll put it in the background because it is just so good. But I'm also going to. Is there a share button? There's a share button. Discord. Live chat extra. Did that work? Yep, there it is. So it should be in the live chat extra channel. But yeah, I'm also going to listen/watch it. It is so good. So if you can hear it.
This, Your Majesty, is the linden tree, which has long stood as a symbol of the loyalty and strength of our
Queen
people.
Victoria.
It is our hope that as a token of friendship between our two countries, Your Majesty will accept the gift of 20,000 such linden trees to be planted throughout your kingdom's many public parks and spaces, as gentle sentinels proffering in the heat of the summer sun, both shade to your busy citizens and the linden's sweet, distinctive scent.
Ambassador, we thank you. And it is a most distinctive scent. Prime Minister, may we have a word? Excuse us, Ambassador.
Your Majesty?
Can you smell cum? Can you smell cum? There's an incredibly strong smell of cum.
Your Majesty.
I was wondering if it might be the tree. It's not you, is it?
No, it is not me, Your Majesty. I don't really. I mean, I can't say I really smell.
Oh, you must be able to. It's potent.
Your Majesty, stop this now.
I beg your pardon.
I apologize, Your Majesty, but the whole tenor of this conversation is completely out of keeping with contemporary mores.
What do you mean?
It's not Victorian.
It's a perfectly valid observation.
Look at the funny wheels on that penny farthing. Is a perfectly valid observation for Victorian, Your Majesty. Don't linden trees smell like cum? Conversely, it's the sky falling in on our heads. Minister, do you know how hot I am under this hat, with this beard, this big Victorian beard, Your Majesty? I am boiling. I am covered in starch, and I am boiling, and I can barely move at home for little vases on stands or portraits of ill children praying. And what has been the point? What really has been the point of the last 50 years of my being a Victorian? If Queen Victoria herself is suddenly going to sidle over and ask me, can I smell come. And I have to say something. You do not. You do not. You are Queen Victoria. This society was your idea. I am boiling, and you will say nothing. Not to the ambassador.
Ow.
You say that. No. Prime Minister, either one of us says something now, or from this day forward, every single park, every single summer is going to smell of cum. Just going to have to smell of cum then. Fine.
It's the best sketch ever. Like all of it, all of the composition of that sketch is perfect. All of that sketch is perfect. It's brilliant. It's just the best. It's just the best. I don't know how to top that one. It's just too good. I was so confused. Victorian society is just hilarious. Roscoe, you might have to go watch the sketch. You might have to go watch it again. It is so good. But if you know a lot about like, well, it basically they sum it up in the sketch. I just like the Prime Minister, how he's like he's annoyed that he has to live in Victorian society, and yet he has to because that's society. If he doesn't live in society, then yeah. You know, you're Victoria. This society was your idea. I am boiling, and you will say nothing. Do you know how hot I am with this big Victorian beard, this Victorian suit? Yeah. Oh, it's just it's amazing. It's genius. It's just fucking genius. Oh, it's so good. I know. I'm just trying to explain it to Roscoe. It's a really good joke. It's like it's one of the best. You know, it's my personal favorite, but I mean, it will have to be one of the best anyway because it is just so good. Right. Okay. Buckingham Palace. That has not been on my screen, and it's been annoying because I need to draw that. Like the coat of arms over the windows. I mean, there are doors on here, but they're windows on my thing. I might not do that. I don't think so. Needed that feeling much better. It's so good. What's been the point if Queen Victoria herself is going to cycle on over and ask me, "Can I smell cum?" What are you going to draw the faces? Well, just I'm hoping the reason why I asked you to do 5 of them is because basically I want you to get into a good pattern, a good rhythm of basically like trying to do all the sketching. You know, just do the sketch of the layout of exactly what you want to draw with the faces. You know, and then like plan out where everything's going to go, and then filling out the details once you've done that initial sketch. I kind of want to get you into a good pattern. That's why I asked you to do 5 of them. The individual, like, the reason why I asked you to do a cartoony one or one in your style, and then I want you to do one that's faux realistic, as realistic as you can make it. I'm not asking for like the Mona Lisa. I just want you to basically try to draw one in a more like photorealistic kind of fashion and see how far you get with that. Just you don't have to go full on photorealism because that would take that would take a long time. So I'm not asking for that. I just want you to try to draw something that's like with the best proportions possible. And then the other faces. I did ask you for another one. I'm gonna have to look at the thing again. But I asked you to draw another one. But so the other two faces, I wanted you to get like down the practice, because by the time you do the last face, then you should have like a good pattern down of exactly like how you want to how you want to sketch it, how you do the lining up, and how you want everything to line up okay, and then how you do all the details. You should have a good rhythm down by the time you get to the fifth face. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I should have mentioned this. Don't do them all at once. Basically, don't like have just one piece of paper and then do all the sketches and then do all the filling out of everything. Because, like I said, I want you to do. But by the time you get to the fifth one, to have this like down pat almost, to get it all like lined up. The last one is going to be the photorealistic one. That's fine. I don't mind which order you do them in, because you should be able to kind of like figure out what order would be the easiest to do. So yeah. I like to draw hats. Okay. Hats are really hard to draw because basically like you've got all the problematic nature of drawing the head and the face and everything. And then you've got to figure out what angles, like depending on what kind of hat it is, what angles to do like the hat, unless it's just one of those like fishing hats, that kind of like just drops down, because that one's easy. It's just a line around the face. So yeah, it's easy. That one's easy. Not good. Well, not good, but it be not good at it, but I like to draw them. Okay. Do any of them have beards, I wonder? I'm going to be imagining Wars Club members, so they should have beards. Ooh, that's a good thing. That's cool. Yeah, you could do like a big handlebar mustache. You could do a big bushy mustache. You could do the Ambrose. That's where basically you have a beard, but you basically cut out this part of the beard, just the middle bit of the beard, but that goes away. I mean, you could have just a beard, yeah. Oh, there's gates in the way. So these windows can be quite big, but the windows on the actual building on the ground floor can be quite small because they don't do anything. I mean, there's a window to the cloakroom and the elevator shaft, so they don't really need windows, which is great. Which is great. Oh, what does the top of the building look like? Okay. Okay. It's looking good. It's looking good so far. I love beards. Beards are awesome. I don't mind my beard. It's essentially just it's there to hide my giant chin. Like if somebody gave me a good enough reason or paid me a lot of money, I would basically shave off my beard. I don't mind so much. but I prefer to have a beard to cover that bit, you know. I imagine the flat top really. Well, it does have a flat top. Like, it doesn't look like I've made any progress at all, but there are like a lot more lines that you can't really see. Yeah, so far I've just been straightening out windows and shit, and putting lines and guidelines of where the windows are going to go. But it does have a flat top. It's just that I'm like I'm putting in guidelines for where like the roof seal is going to go and stuff like that, and things like that. Why did I just thought of the building has a top hat and a beard? I don't know. That is crazy. I mean, a random thought. A crazy or creative random thought. I didn't say any. I'm not stepping on that landmine. I'm not doing that. That's like the 5th time I've had to say that recently. I'm not stepping on that landmine. Why do my friends always keep coming at me with like with random like stuff like that? It's like you're trying to make me say something that will piss you off. Why are you doing this? I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying that that's generally a pattern. I need better friends. God, to learn how to draw your beard. I wish I had better genes. Okay. you don't want mine. Oh my god, no. You do not want mine. Do you want the hypersensitivity to light and sound thing? You know, where it hurts? Right now it's hurting me. Right now. I've got a tiny bit of a headache because it's too bright. But I can't do anything about it. You know, and everything's super loud all the time. And I've got depression caused by a chemical imbalance in my brain, which is caused by a gene that is fucking with my hormones all the time. So, you know. And this whole dense bones thing, which doesn't mean shit. And then there's being farsighted, and you have to have glasses on, and that's fun. I'm not, and I don't get pissed off. Hey, I wasn't saying that this is exactly what I wanted to avoid. I wasn't saying that it was like to you. I was just saying that I seem to keep having to say that to people recently. I don't get it why. And you're fine with your jeans. Good for you, Ed. I get those headaches as well. Are they caused by hypersensitivity to light and sound? Apparently I'm like hypersensitive to, like, all my senses are hypersensitive. However, um, there's no real test for like the pain scale thing. It's like you can't really tell how painful things are compared to everybody else, because that's a perspective thing. It's kind of like time, the passage of time. Like, we nobody will actually know how another person perceives time. They can perceive time radically different to everybody else, but we just wouldn't know because they're used to it. But that's kind of like what it's like for me. There's no real test to see if things taste super a lot. Although I do find that if I get like a sweet taste in my mouth, it's very, very sweet. And it can sometimes hurt my tongue because it's so sweet. So there's a possibility that I'm hypersensitive to taste. Um, I've got a dog nose. I can smell things. Like, I'm really good at sniffing out shit. Like, sometimes literally. Things can smell terrible and like nobody will notice but me. That's annoying. Um, and like, I mean, that, like I said, the pain thing, I might have I have a higher tolerance to pain only because I feel pain a lot of the time. So I kind of am used to it, I guess. So there's like the hypersensitivity thing might be for everything, and it's bad. It's real bad sometimes. But I'm just used to it because I'm me. If you suddenly got that, it might kill you. I don't know. Just like regular headaches, yeah. So imagine getting headaches all the time for everything, all the time. It's a pain in the butt. I have very sensitive hearing. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, I have to have things on in the background all the time because I can hear everything. It's so annoying. But yeah, it's kind of like in high school. I used to get really annoyed because my friends would try to be they they thought it was awesome because, like, oh wow, you got super hearing. They didn't understand that it's not, that it hurts. You know that simple noises hurt. Um, yeah, just simple regular noises hurt, and that I don't like. I have to have earplugs in at school and stuff. But no, they thought that it was really cool because it's like, wow, you can hear what somebody's talking about on the other side of the room. It's like, yes, I can, but it doesn't mean I'll be able to understand any of it because everyone else is talking. You know, but I can read lips, which is kind of cool. So if I use that in combination with the hypersensitivity to sound, I could actually do that. So that's funny. However, that's also bad because um, you don't want to hear what everybody's talking about you. When people are talking about you, sometimes you don't want to hear it. I've lost lots of friendships this way. It's really a bummer. Um, you're far-sighted as well. Yeah, have you noticed that everyone's short-sighted? It's like it's weird. Like, I can't see anything in front of me super clearly, you know, but things fucking miles away are crystal clear. Like, nobody can relate. I can't just borrow someone's glasses. It's really annoying. I am no stranger to pain. Were you crushed between a planet and a quad bike? Yeah, I always got to wear headphones because of the outside noise. Yeah, being in crowds sucks for you then. Yeah, it does. Being crowds. I can't. I've never been to a club. Well, I've never stayed in a club. Um, and noisy bars. I like to be outside whenever I go to a bar or pub or something. I like to go outside. Um, even some restaurants. I want to escape. You know. Annoying. It does for me, especially with me being really sensitive to energy around me. Energy. Oh dear. Okay. So why do you want to go? Because it's a vacation. Also, I usually have earplugs if I go to like certain places. I usually have earplugs. Um, I need to find new ones because I did order some new ones, but basically they never came. They just never arrived. I need to get a refund for that actually. But yeah, by the time I go to Vegas this year, I was going to say next year. This year, then I should basically have some new ones because I'll need them for the plane anyway. Can be around slot of people or I'll get overwhelmed. Okay. I was going to say energy. I thought you were talking about like, people's personal energy and their auras and all that stuff. The crazy bullshit that some people believe in. There is many types of energy. I don't know. You should get some earbuds for the plane as well. Well, actual earplugs. I had some really good ones, and I ordered some new ones that are really good. That basically they're not electric or anything. They're just like pieces of rubber. They have other pieces of rubber that you can stick in to basically like cancel out certain frequencies and stuff. And you basically stick it in this little piece of rubber, and then you stick it in your ear, and yeah, it's really good. And it's really good because these ones in particular are really awesome, except well, they're really awesome because I don't usually like sticking things in my ear in general. I mean, who does? um, but no. But these things are really awesome. The only unawesome things about them is that you have to clean them regularly. And I forgot to clean them one time, and they were moldy. And I don't know how many times I wore them while they were moldy. Yeah, I try not to think about it. It makes my ears itchy every time. Like right now. So yeah, but they were really good. But now they stopped making them apparently or something. Hey, like I said, we will do our best to basically make you as welcome and comfortable as possible. You don't have to do anything. There's no pressure. You can hang out with me most of the time. I will basically be by the pool. I'm basically going to be by the pool. There's like one day there's 1 or 2 days in which I'm not going to be by the pool, and that's when we do the restaurant, casino, and the high roller, the big Ferris wheel, and then we go to the Villaggio, and we watch at least one of the acts at the Villaggio, and it's all outside. It's all cool. and it's usually awesome. So we do that for 1 or 2 days. So yeah, I don't know where we're going this time. I don't know where we'll be going this time. I did really like the old strip, but I don't know if we'll go there again. It kind of depends. We're definitely going to the Fun Hog Ranch. That's awesome. As many times as we can, we're going to the Fun Hog Ranch because that's just I love that place. It's awesome. It's so nice. Every time we go there, it's always good. So yeah, you basically have no obligation, no pressure to do anything or go anywhere. My buddy Willie, he basically stayed in the hotel room for most of the time, just because he was more comfortable there. And it was too hot outside, even though it wasn't that hot. But he's from Seattle, so what are you gonna do? Yeah, but that's basically it. I'm gonna be by the pool most of the time. You can hang out with me, and then we can we go out to eat somewhere, and then kind of just chill. I mean, that's my plan. Itchy sometimes wants to do something different. I think he went to escape room last time. But yeah, I'm not the boss of him. Well, I am, but I'm not. I'm a very good boss of him. So like he can do whatever he wants. But yeah, there's nothing really that I want to do besides just for that. I'm a very like chill, relaxed guy, especially since this is my vacation time. So I will just be by the pool in the sun. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so good. Although this time they actually have a cigar run, and I might actually do that because I don't have any. I know, but too much of this is what? Do you recommend them? What do you mean the earplugs? Like I said, I do, but I don't know where you can get them anymore. I need to do some hard research because the place where I used to get them, like I said, they don't do them anymore. So the pool, yeah. We in April we're going to Las Vegas. It's gonna be really fun because I used to go every year, but of course then the virus times happened and I couldn't go because of that. I could have gone last year, but basically by the time that they said that the restrictions had been lifted, it was too late. I couldn't actually get a plane ticket or anything. So yeah. Reminds me I need a holiday. Go for it. Even if it's just a trip to like somewhere local that's chill, you know? Wasco's looking forward to it. Yep. I mean, you can have one of mine. I always offer some to Itchy, but he basically he only sometimes, and that's okay. I'm just doing it to be polite, really. They are mine. I want to go to Vegas now. If you go in April, then you'll see us. I'm still not sure if Panafox is going to be there. He keeps saying he's going to try to be there, but I'm not entirely sure if he's actually going to be there anymore. I keep nearly offering my hotel room to other people because I think Dave was interested at one stage. I think it was either Dave or it was like my pup friend here in the UK. I don't know. I'm going to do my best to be there. Oh, so you're coming too? Well, we're gonna go for it's called Smokeout. It's basically a it's a leather bear biker event kind of thing in Vegas. It's very chill compared to the other bear runs. You know, I think that in America they call them bear runs, but everywhere else they just call them bear conventions or bear events. In the UK, we only have one, and that's the British Bear Bash. But it's very chilled compared to those because I don't know what it is, but all of the like leather and biker guys, they're all Santa bears, so they're slightly it's a slightly older crowd, which means that everything is kind of like very, very, very chill in the day, and then kind of sometimes sort of gets rowdy at night. At the old hotel, at the old resort hotel, they basically even had like separate rooms that had separate stuff in them. In case you're interested, there was like a pub room. There was a room where they had all this like a bunch of slings set up, which was like an unofficial dark room. Like an unofficial dark leather room. There was a balloon room for all the looners, the guys that like balloons. And of course, there was like a storeroom, which is basically. Sorry, I just heard that back in my head. A storeroom in which they had stalls for different, like stores. Like so like the puppy gear leather stuff was there, the harness stuff was there. They had people selling stuff. um, yeah, and then they had like they used to have two different pools as well. Because it was a resort hotel, they had like four different pools, and like this event had reserved one, which is the main pool, in which they served kind of like free drinks. There's always somebody coming around with a bottle of water as well, and like music and stuff. And then they had like a chill pool, where basically if you want to just sit and read or something, it was really nice and relaxing. So yeah, but at night, everybody just hangs around. They have like the at night pool parties where you could still hang out by the pool, but also they like made a thing of it where you could get in your gear and just kind of just and mingle around and stuff, and get drinks, and there's music and stuff. But then there's also like one or two of the suites of the hotel basically was turned into kind of like a club with a dark room and everything. But I don't know if any of this is actually still happening, because that hotel is now closed. That hotel doesn't exist anymore. So they've done it at the new hotel, which is where they used to where they hold bigger Vegas and stuff, because it's the Tuscany Resort or something, Tuscany Resort Suites or something, in Vegas. And basically, that hotel is different. Like the event there is apparently different. It's kind of like it has a different feel apparently. So this will be my first time going to the new hotel. But I'm told that it's got like the same kind of shit. I'm told that it's basically the same event. I mean, it's done by the same people and everything, but it's very much the same event. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what's different. But yeah. Well, so it's chill. Like I said, it's chill for the most part. I mean, if you're looking for excitement, you can find it there. But I basically go there and do the chill bits because, of course, the all of the exciting stuff is usually too loud. So I usually don't do any of that stuff. Except for that, I have my own private excitement stuff. So yeah, I always have a good time there. I don't know what yeah, I can't speak for anybody else, but I recommend it. You know, oh my god. I'm gonna finish off doing what the placement for the windows, and then I'm gonna go. No, just chill bits for me. Well, it's Vegas, so you can also do like a show and stuff. You can go out and do. You don't have to stay at the resort. It's just that I like the pool, so I'm going to be staying at the resort. Plus, it's Vegas, so you can do all of the shows and gambling and visit all of the places and do all the things. Like I said, we usually have one day, or even 2 days. It depends if we don't get everything done in one day, where we would go out to go out to a new place, either a new casino that we've not been to or whatever, or just a new place. Um, and we try like a buffet there, or just some nice food there, and then we head over to the high roller, which is a big Ferris wheel, and we get on that, and we do the Vegas thingy, and that's very chill. And then we go from there to either a casino, just to check out the casino. Some of us, like one of my buddies, might do some gambling or something. I know one of my friends basically always looks for the Britney Spears slot machine, just because they like Britney Spears slot machine. I don't know why, but okay. Um, and then we go to the Villaggio. So that's something that we always do, and it's always good. It's always good because you got like you got your meal, and then you chill in the Ferris wheel, and then you basically you go to the casino, or we go and have a look around someplace, um, and then we go chill at the fountain. So we've got plenty of time to chill and hang out and do stuff. So it's all really good. It's all really good. And if we don't do everything in one night, then we usually do it in 2 nights. There's no rush, so it's always fun. Tons of horny things will be happening, of course. Well, everywhere, tons of horny things will be coming. I won't be doing any of it. Roscoe, you don't know. You don't know. You might fucking love it and then just get like sucked in. You know? Too loud, gonna just hang out at the resort, wandering around. I like to chill, adventure, but I'll join you. Okay. Like I said, like I did have this one friend who basically wanted to come, but I wanted to tell them, I wanted to warn them that because they were only coming because I was going, which is very nice, a nice thing to say and do, I guess. But I basically said to them, "Was like, I'm going to be just hanging by the pool most of the time, so like, don't tell me, don't come to me and moan at me if you're a bit disappointed because I'm not doing much." And basically, they came and then they hang out for like 20 minutes, and then I never saw them for the rest of the trip because they were out doing Vegas stuff. So yeah, but it was like, it, yeah, people are weird. The last time I went was a bit of a disaster, but that was only because um, uh, we used to have a friend called Howard who basically I invited to come with us. And he spent the entire trip basically trying to make it all about him. And yeah, fortunately, that's not going to happen again. So that's fine. Anyway, right, Windows. Still on the Windows. Already distracted that, didn't we? I've not been distracted. I've been talking. Yay! Okay, window placement, good. Just your brain being random. We all got our things. I got the never-ending stories music playing in my head. Well, this seems to happen a lot recently. I don't know what gives with that. Somebody did propose a good theory about how basically you might get certain songs stuck in your head and then you hear them everywhere. And it's because basically, like music, like fashion, is kind of just, it goes in a big circle. It's very, very like, it's like certain fads and stuff. How you suddenly see yo-yos become like fashionable again, and fidget spinners even become fashionable again. Things like that. Just random fads become fashionable again, and it's like, I can't stop hearing this music. Why can't I stop hearing this music? And it's basically because the music industry is like that. It's just that certain like beats and stuff become fashionable again. So you start hearing them all over again. And I'm starting to hear it all the time. Like a bunch of like bits and beats from Never Ending Story music are in like lots of different things. And that's why it reminds my brain, you know? God, I hope fidget spinners stay hidden forever. I never got one. I was like gonna get one, but I never did. I feel kind of bad. I was gonna get the Thor's hammer one, you know. But every time I was gonna get it, it became popular again because PewDiePie has one, and he would show it on screen and stuff. Then basically, that's it. They're sold out on the internet forever. And it's like, oh my god, yeah, I was going to get one of those. I'll go look at, see if I can get one now. I can't because PewDiePie. God damn it, PewDiePie. Fucking typical. I have the dragon from Never Ending Story stuck in my head right now. Falco? Don't know why now that song Giant from Rag and Bone Man stuck in my. Yeah. Who do I know that basically is like really into Rag and Bone Man? I like him, but I even like some of his music. Giant is good, and of course, I'm Only Human. Oh, for a second there, my brain was playing the Only Human one, and then it suddenly became replaced by the bit in the Neverending Story music, and then that started playing again. Fight for sanity in my brain. I cannot. I can't sing in general, and also because I've got a cold / flu, whatever this is. Okay. I'm almost plotted out where the windows are going. Almost kind of sort of. It's a bit too high up. I like the Giant song. Why are you ragging on Rag and Bone Man? Did you see that? I completely missed my nose. Just hit the side of my face. Never really do we. Eh. Shut up. I'm worried that the distancing between the windows is going to look just random. But it's not. It's ignorant. You guys are being ignorant. It's just the second floor has like some very high ceilings in certain rooms. I mean the first floor. I don't remember what country I'm in. I'm in England. The peasants in the top floor only have one window, one tiny little window in Buckingham Palace. I'm going to be nicer. I'm going to give them square windows. You know, they may not get the super high ceilings, but they all get square windows instead. As opposed to like 3 dinky little windows at the top. Like a Buckingham Palace. Because they are really nice. The Royals Club is very nice to its staff. So yeah. Also, that's how much fits on here, so... It's not really about me anymore, is it, guys? This was never about you. It's like Loki. Well, that's spoilers. Yeah. I want to say 20 minutes. I'd say like 15 minutes, maybe. 10, 15 minutes. Ah. But no, I think I got all the windows lined up. Like, I know where they're all going to go, at least. So when I draw them, when I do the proper hard sketching, it's going to look good. So, yeah. All the ornate details above, like the windows, I'm going to give the end ones balconies. Like the end suites, I'm going to give balconies. Like the first couple of floors, like the ground floor and the first floor, I mean, they're the ones that are drawn. They're like all the club stuff. That's where the club stuff happens. The Walrus Club stuff. That's where all that happens. All the top floors above that are private rooms, and they're quite large anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna give the ones on the end balconies, except for the central one, because that's the lobbies. You know, that's where the staircase is. That's the big stairwells and stuff. And then, of course, the top floor is peasants. No, that's the staff, the staff quarters and stuff like that. You guys are still talking about it. You're going to be so confused when the chat disappears because I've turned the stream off. But yeah, I'll get the rest of that done maybe tomorrow. It kind of depends because tomorrow I'm going to be busy. Hopefully, still being sick. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be busy. Hopefully with the editing of the video, and then I'm going to finish that off. But I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm awake and I'm well enough, to do the LiveTubs Weekly. So that'll be good. So look out for the video because I will try to upload it as soon as it's done. Again, depending on if there's power cuts or if I fall asleep or any of that shit. And yeah. But no, Roscoe, if you ever want to watch like a movie or something, or want some lesson help, some teaching help, then yeah, just poke me. However, don't be disappointed if I don't answer right away. You know, like DM me on Discord or something, because even though it usually says that I'm online or I'm away or something, but I keep Discord open on this computer. Just when I get up, when I wake up, I turn this computer on, and then I often go and do other things, like either playing on this computer, in which I will answer right away, or I go off and I do like food and sometimes have an accidental nap and all that stuff. So yeah, like anybody that messages me on Discord, don't be disappointed. Or even I think Facebook Messenger does that, because I'm online on Facebook as well, on Facebook Messenger, because this has Facebook Messenger as well, and it says that I'm online all the time, but that's only because this computer is on. It's on in the background, and I can't really turn it off. Well, I can't be bothered to go in and turn it off every time I'm away from the computer. So yeah. I won't bother you tomorrow. What? Okay. I know you guys know. I'm trying to explain it to anybody that basically thinks I'm ignoring them. I'm not ignoring you. I just haven't seen the message yet, usually. Because you're editing. I can focus on more than one thing when I'm editing. I might even stream it if I'm editing. I might stream it on Discord in the Patreon only area or something. I'm gonna fart. There we go. Anyway, I really hate this stage of being sick because every time I cough or sneeze, my tummy hurts because all the muscles contract and it hurts. Ugh. So yeah, belly rubs and scratch and stretch and belly salute. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. Toodles.